Hello everyone, A Cyclone of Fright here. As always, I am the one, the only, Damon the Scorpion Pill, the closest thing to divinity on earth, joined by my lovely sister, the Cataloog.
Tell.
I like the Cataloog better.
I'm sure you
It's
do.
like a loogie and a cat met each other.
Ugh.
So just imagine someone hawked a loogie
No,
on a cat.
I'd rather not.
The Cataloog.
I'd
That's
rather
you.
not. I'd rather not imagine such.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to all our ghouls, goblins, and ghosties. And
If you don't know which one you are, you're a ghoul.
welcome to the last video before Cytober. Yeah, I know it doesn't have the best ring, but Frighttober's already been done, and we don't want to be sued, obviously. Hortober, I mean, I feel like you might be expecting a different type of video. So, yeah, Cytober. But there will be a video every day. So, in lieu of that, because we don't want to waste a bunch of, creative ideas before we have to do 31 videos straight, this video is not going to have too much besides some updates and what to expect. Maybe kicking a small, ugly dog.
Behave. She's quite cute. And do not kick her.
I'm mentally kicking her and you can't stop me.
Well, mentally kicking her, I suppose, won't hurt her, but stop.
See? So she's okay with me mentally kicking her.
No, I'm not okay with it, but as opposed to actual kicking, it's one thing.
But, with all that being said, what can you expect with Cytober coming up? First off, is a video every day, like we've said. October has 31 days in it, so I don't know if you can do math. How many videos is that?
31.
I honestly didn't think she'd get it right. Her and math never got along. Going all the way back to kindergarten.
Oh, whatever. I was good at elementary school math, thank you.
So, you were good at kindergarten math.
Yes.
Just bad at first grade math.
Hush! Would you quit?
Well, I mean, first grade did add a lot of things. Like, they added 2 to the mix. Like, kindergarten, you had 1. I mean, first grade, it became 2. That's quite difficult.
Quit. I was good at math until algebra, thank you.
Yeah, algebra in the first grade.
No, we weren't doing algebra in the first grade.
Okay, so, if you have 1 plus 1 equals blank. Did you have that in first grade?
Yes, we did, but not algebra in the sense of algebra high school. Okay?
So, if I put it 1 plus 1 equals, instead of question mark, I put X.
Yes, obviously.
That's now algebra.
Yes, obviously, but still.
So, you just said you failed once you got to algebra. So, once it got off
I'm
the
in
fingers.
high school algebra, obviously.
Sure you did. So, there will be 31 videos coming at you in Cytober. And those videos can take a very varied point of view. Most of them, except for our, Saturday weeklies, will probably be shorter, around the 2 to maybe 10-minute mark. Because there's just going to be little skits that we have planned, or I should say I have planned for some of them. Just us talking about some horror movies, us talking about what we're watching that day. Like I said, it's going to be fun. There's going to be skits. There's going to be fun moments. There's going to be us talking. There's going to be me looking like a goober. Is a goober still a word? Or was that lost in the 20s?
It's still a word, although probably most popular in 1920.
Man, I miss those days. The roaring 20s. You could dunk a person's head in the sewer and no one would look. No one would bat an eye. Like you could just do it on the street. No one even batted an eye. You just kept walking. They went into the speakeasies that you could make easy money on. Because, like, if you found a speakeasy, you could go in there, take out the prior owners, and then run it yourself. And no issues.
Well, I doubt they were going to be tattling on a murder of a business that wasn't supposed to be going on. So, yes, probably.
See? 1920s, man. Good times. Good times. And then you had the Depression, which I mean was a good time for exploiting people, like peak exploitation. Like all those people, like just to get a half of a loaf of bread, would do anything for you. Like anything, like work a field, pick some cotton, like anything. Good times, good times. Exploitation at its finest.
Sad thing is that's probably true.
But yeah, so we have a lot of fun, interesting things. Going over horror movie tropes. We'll have some skits on that. Like I said, it's gonna be fun. She won't appear in all of them. Certain things that she finds too embarrassing or too gooberish, she decides she'll be the cameraman for. She does step aside to be the cameraman whenever she feels like you'd have to be a fool to do it. I luckily have no sense of self-preservation.
You have no full filter.
I have no sense of self-pride or anything like that that hampers me from making a fool of myself. In fact, I thrive on making a fool of myself. Quite well, actually. You're going to see Desync back in action. For any of you who don't know what Desync is, somewhere on this channel is a video about froggies and courting and froggies going a courting. Check it out and you'll see it's Desync, which is... Oh, I'm trying to think. What are the characters' names? I know there's a Damon. I'm pretty sure Crimson, Maneki. What are the last? Oh, Junpul. You get to go with the Junpul. You can't just say John Paul. You have to go Junpul. Now try it.
Junpul.
There you go. Junpul. And then is the other one just Flamboyant Damon? Is that literally that one's name?
Probably.
Did I not get creative with it? Is that one just Flamboyant Damon?
Probably. I wouldn't put it past you.
Well, because I'm pretty sure Crimson wears the hoodie. Not the hoodie, the...
Beanie, I'm pretty sure.
Beanie. Maneki wears the mask. Damon is, I think... Is Damon typical, or is Damon the one in the beanie? And one's wearing a bandana, I know that much. And one's wearing a scarf. I know one wears a scarf, but I think that's the one that's Flamboyant Damon.
Probably.
Flamboyant D. Oh, it sounds like a new perfume or something coming out. Hey everyone, try Flamboyant D. Make all the guys go wild.
It couldn't be the worst name for perfume on earth, I'm sure.
Would you say it cologne or perfume? I think Flamboyant D sounds more like a perfume than a cologne.
Some of them, they use cologne and perfume interchangeably, so...
Aren't colognes usually scented at scents that women will find attractive, and perfumes are scented at smells that women will find appealing and guys might find attractive?
Usually, but sometimes it's just whatever tickles their fancy.
Since dudes normally don't wear colognes for themselves, they wear whenever the woman tells them to. Women wear colognes for themselves, other women, and if they, care at all, they might wear the kind their dude likes. Like men, it's better be wearing that cologne the woman said.
Well, that's because if you could trust them to get their own perfume, own cologne, then maybe that'd be one thing. But they would just as soon be smelling like a backwoods swamp as anything else. So you got to get what you like to smell when you're next to them.
Well, I don't know. Quite a few dudes like Ode to Hooker, but apparently women don't like that cologne.
That just sounds like a disgusting cologne.
Why?
I don't know.
It's kind of a mixture of sweat, cotton candy, and maybe some Reese's Pieces.
That's a definitely weird combination.
Why?
I don't know. It just is.
I don't know. Plenty of dudes like Ode to Hooker.
I'm sure they do like hookers, but that's neither here nor there, and they don't need a perfume for it either.
Cologne and Ode to Hooker. Not just a hooker. No, Ode to Hooker.
What, and the nighttime one is O-Night Hooker?
No. It's saying, it's a smell of old hooker from a day ago.
Ooh, that just sounds atrocious.
When you can't be bothered to take a shower after your hookups, try old the hooker.
If they're gonna be hooking up, at least they should do a shower.
They don't have time. They're a busy man. They got other old day hookers to go to attend.
They can't take like 3 seconds at least to run some water and a little bit of soap over themselves?
Okay, tell. Certain people, when they hook up, charge by the minute or the hour. Like, you don't got time for that. Like, you're charged for it. And if you have another one lined up right after, you're just going to dirty yourself again.
Well, then I guess combine the two. Do the thing in the shower then.
No, because that charges extra. Because that's seen as, like, fetish or, like, role play. That can be an extra $300. And if you already have 4 hookups set for that night, it's like if, okay, you just went out trying to catch a pig, right?
I suppose.
You catch the pig, but of course you got all dirty. But then you're going to a mud wrestling event right after. Are you going to take time to shower before you go mud wrestling if you're just covered in mud from catching a pig?
It just seems like good etiquette to be showering between hookers, I guess.
Well, the hookers don't charge based on that. They charge based on the time. If you take the time to take a shower, like, that's still on the hooker's clock. Like, every minute you're in that hotel room, you're getting billed for whether the hooker's there or not.
I say you throw a shower cap on and you at least wash your body real quick. Like 2-3 minute shower. Ain't nobody talking about no 30-minute spa.
So, okay, but if they took 15 minutes, they only paid for 15 minutes. They're having to pay another 15 minutes for that 2 minutes. That's just not worth it.
Okay, well, first of all, that's acting like it would take the average dude 15 minutes to do anything. From what I hear, it's like 3 seconds and it's over. So, I mean, it sounds like they have plenty of time to spare.
Well, no. Have you ever seen a dude take his shoes off? It takes 14 minutes.
Well, that just seems unnecessary.
Well, guys wear boots. Boots are not easy to take off.
Well, then I guess wear a pair of flip-flops to the hookup.
That charges extra. Because that's seen as being, seen as like some type of fetish roleplay. Legitimately, ones will put on there that, extra $200 if you show up in flip-flops.
I guess get that coin.
They're entrepreneurs, Tell, and they're diversifying the portfolios.
Well, clearly, since they're apparently going on tours to different cities these days.
She's just jealous.
No.
She wish she was touring.
No, but I guess if at least they're getting paid for what a lot of people be doing for free, so.
But yeah, so we have a lot of fun stuff coming up this month. It's our month. It's, horror time, all the goodness of that. One of the videos that will be coming up shortly will be our in-depth analysis of, I can't remember the movie.
I know what you did last summer.
I thought it was called Freddie Prinze and the Gang.
Well, no, that's called Scooby-Doo.
No, I thought that was called Little Time.
I mean, as popular as it was at Scarefest last year, I'm starting to think maybe, but...
Those two were together in Scooby-Doo, weren't they?
Well, yeah, they were, but so was Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. They met on I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, yeah. But we'll be doing a in-depth analysis. And when I say in-depth, I don't actually mean in-depth. What I mean is me making fun of plot holes I see that she describes to me. Because it's been 4.5 decades since I watched the show.
It has not been 4.5 decades, considering how it hasn't even been out for 4.5 decades. But it's definitely been close to 30, because I'm pretty sure it came out in 97. But regardless...
But yeah, so that's going to be one of the videos coming up next week. Will it be the Saturday video? Will it be the video on the 1st? It won't be the video on the 1st. But I do have a fun idea for the video on the 1st. And I think you guys will like it. Now, once again, sadly, she'll be the cameraman for a lot of the odd videos. But we have got her to agree to appear physically I haven't got her to agree to appear and verbally talk, but physically appear, even if it be in the background of a mirror or in a picture going. Grrr. We've got her to agree to appear in 11 of them.
I guess, if you say so.
See, I set the groundworks for us, guys, because originally I said she was going to have to appear in 14 of them, but because I just went down to 11, she agreed to it. You heard her agree to it. Ha ha! That's called using your brain. I don't use it often, but when I do, it usually burns out and I can't use it again for a couple months. Can't be helped. But yeah, there'll be skits about horror movies, skits about horror tropes, us talking, us looking like goobers, me being a goober. There'll be skits about writing. There'll be updates on her book. There'll be updates on what we're watching. There'll be updates about how Warwick Davis is one of the best horror icons of all time. And he's going to appear and kick her in the shin. That would be cool, though.
I mean, it would be cool. I'm not necessarily sure I want to be kicked in the shin, but I guess if I had to be kicked by the shin, might as well be by the guy who plays Leprechaun.
I'd be okay if he just, knocked on the door. We open it, just kicks you in the shin, runs off. I mean, even if we don't get that on camera, I'd be fine with that.
Very Leprechaun-y, for sure.
And, of course, well, honestly, we can go ahead and go over our Halloween routine right now. I am not allowed outside. I am forced to be inside, hiding under a bridge because she doesn't trust me to not, stop kids from getting candy because of the fact they didn't dress up or the fact that they drove up to the door. She doesn't let me involve with the trick-or-treaters because she says my standards are too high.
I just like giving out the candy.
Yeah, she gives out 20 houses worth of candy for one house. They don't have to work for their candy with her. She's like, oh, here's a little bag with 40 pieces of candy. Boom.
It doesn't literally have 40, but it is pretty decent. It usually has 5 or 6 at least.
Me, it's nah, you get one piece of candy. Because the whole point is you go house to house to get your candy. You work for that free candy.
Okay, but I also, as a kid, liked those houses that had the goodie bags. So I want to be that house on our street.
No, you don't promote the freeloaders who aren't putting forth the work.
I don't know. I just enjoy Halloween and having trick-or-treaters for once.
I enjoy Halloween. It's my favorite holiday of the year. But I want them to actually celebrate it. You promote not celebrating. I promote celebrating.
Because you love Halloween because you can take off your human mask and be your evil self that you usually are. They just don't know that.
Well, every day's Halloween for me.
Well, yeah, but it's frowned upon the other 364 days of the year.
But all I ask, and you can let me know in the comments if you think this is too outlandish. I don't care what age they are. All these people who have a hold up because it's a, 16-year-old or a 95-year-old, I don't care. If you dress up, keyword dress up, if you dress up in a costume, you walk down the street. You don't drive down the street. You don't ride up on a moped with a little stick to knock on doors and then a little stick to hold out your bag. None of that nonsense. No. You walk down that street. You walk down that street. You knock on my door and say, trick or treat. I will give you your one piece of candy. Gladly, I will give you your one piece of candy. But it doesn't matter the age. I want you to put forth the effort to celebrate the holiday. You don't drive up. You don't come without a costume. You don't spill some ketchup on yourself and say, oh, now I'm in a costume of a lazy slob. You've had some. Now, I'm pretty sure just ate a burger at McDonald's. Some ketchup dropped on their shirt, and they're going as lazy slob number 3.
I can't say that I've ever watched that closely.
Oh, I've paid attention.
I'm sure you have. You probably are looking out through the blinds all, who's dressed up, who's not.
No, I'm looking through the blinds like, she really gave them a piece of candy? Really? They didn't deserve a piece of grass, let alone a piece of candy. They want to do that nonsense, they can celebrate on November 2nd, Day of the Dead. Get themselves a crystal skull.
It's November 1st is the Day of the Dead, thank you.
No, it's not. Dios de Muertos starts on the 1st and goes into the 2nd. Because it's all based on All Saints Day. And October 31st is All Saints Day's Eve. Because they actually used to celebrate the eve of an eve. So, October 31st is All Saints Day's Eve. The 1st is All Saints Day's Eve. And the 2nd is All Saints Day. Which was incorporated from Dias de Muertos and Halloween. So, no. It's celebrated on the 1st and 2nd. The, spirits of your relatives break free of their shackles on Halloween. And then they start going to your home on the 1st for that party. And then you have your big feast to send them back home on the 2nd. Where it's like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
You dead?
You did. You so dead I gotta get a new one. Oh, where's my fish?
It's dead, gotta get a new fish.
But yeah, so I don't think I'm unreasonable in my request for you to actually celebrate Halloween. But I also don't feel like you should have a problem watching at least one horror movie like every day of Halloween.
True.
And remember, for anyone who doesn't know when Halloween is, you can celebrate 365 days out of the year. But it's only socially acceptable to celebrate in the month of October. And now she's torturing a cat.
I am not torturing the cat.
The cat looks like it's being tortured.
I'm just telling her say hello to the cameras in all her cute little glory. Hello.
But yeah, so I don't think I'm unreasonable in that. Since the video we show you on the 31st is not going to actually be trick-or-treaters and stuff, last thing we want is to be sued by a bunch of non-costumed up trick-or-treaters. It doesn't do any harm to tell you this. And this way you understand the dynamic here of the pushover and the Halloween celebrator.
Oh, hush.
Yeah, you know I'm right. Everyone out there agrees with me. Doesn't matter if you're 95, you want to put on your hockey mask, put on your, overalls, and come out to get your piece of candy and walk down that street. Well, I mean, honestly, I'd be impressed if they're walking down that many streets at 95 years old. That's great cardio.
True.
Like, why do you think all the kids nowadays be getting fat off the Halloween candy? Because they're not walking 20 blocks to get it. Back in the day, yeah, you'd eat, your weight worth of candy afterwards, but you just blew 6,000 calories. So it was just making it even. You didn't gain any weight from Halloween because you don't, burnt that many calories getting the candy.
Probably.
Nowadays, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they just drove up on a moped, have a stick.
You and your version of what you think goes on Halloween.
Too many people drive up, jump out, come and say trick or treat, and then get back in the car.
Yeah, because they don't trust their neighborhoods and whatnot. Like, there's a lot of sketchy people out there.
If I'm a sketchy person and a deviant criminal, guess what? I can attack you in a parked car as easily as I can standing on the side of the street. It's not that hard. If you're in a parked car, pretty easy. Especially since the parents aren't watching the kid. I could still duck the kid. Like, the parents are sitting there in their car. You can see looking down at their cell phone. They're not, oh, look, Timmy. No, they're like.
Well, they gotta update their Snapchats and their Facebooks and whatnot that they're Halloweening.
You know what they could do? Okay, let's get rid of the car. Oh, look, they had to use those weird things that people in the before time had to use called legs. They walk up. Oh, and they can still pull out their cell phone. And look. Oh, better picture of the Halloween. I know it's weird nowadays to use those before time things. Like, nah. We don't use those before time. But yeah. But yeah, is it that hard? Look, I moved.
The way you make Halloween sound like most people's like parents sound about how they had to travel to school.
It was 22 miles one way, and we didn't complain. Even when the dogs with the cactuses on their noses came for us, we went through it like nothing. Nowadays, kids can't understand.
That is how they sound.
No, but mine's not that. Mine is legitimately, there's no reason for you to be pulling up to a house. Just get your happy fat butt out of that car and walk. You know what? It'll do good for the kid, do good for you. Both of you. Guess what? It's a bonding experience. You're on your phone 364 days out of the year. I think you can spend one day, not even a whole day. Like, this is legitimately like an hour and a half off your phone long enough to walk.
Well, most people aren't trick-or-treating anyways. They're trunk-or-treating.
Yeah, and you wonder why I want people celebrating the holiday. But yeah, no, it's called walk. It'll be good for the parent, good for the kid. Once again, that's why kids back in my day in the 1920s, we didn't get fat from Halloween. Nah, because we done walked it all off. We could eat that whole little basket of candy that night and we wouldn't gain a pound. Because we done walked it. We started walking their way and they started walking ours. We didn't meet in the middle, though. We missed each other and had to do another lap. That was Halloween.
I guess, if you say so. I'll take your word for it.
You should know you used to trick or treat.
Not in the 1920s.
You walked. I mean, we had to coat your face in a nice thing of like Dawn dish soap so you looked white, but it still worked.
No.
Yes. I'd be kind of scared of once you would have gotten in the 1920s going around trick or treating as a black person.
Well, first of all, I don't think we would have been trick-or-treating together if it was the 1920s.
Oh, no, we still would have been. As master and slave. Built-in costumes. Bam!
Behave.
You set yourself up for that one.
Oh, hush.
You did.
Hush.
You did. But I hope you guys have had fun with this video. I know we just kind of went off the rails and we just had fun with this one because, like I said, we didn't want to use any of our good ideas for this one because we have to come up with 31 days worth of stuff. And some people aren't helping come up with as many ideas as others.
Oh, hush.
Why did you say hush? I wasn't implying anyone that you'd know.
Oh, sure you weren't.
I wasn't. I was, implying this horrible person called Tell. Catalug isn't who I was talking about.
I'm not Catalug. You know I'm Tell.
Are you impressed I remember Catalug?
Yes.
Anyways, we will see you guys again on the 1st, which is
Wednesday.
So, expect a new video on Wednesday. What will it be? What could it be? How long will it be? Long enough that you could just watch it real quick. Maybe, show it to a friend. 3 friends. 22 friends. How about this? Like, they have the 12 days of Christmas. We'll do the 31 days of Halloween. For, whatever the numerical value of that day is, you show it to that many friends. So, October 1st, you show it to 1 friend. October 2nd, you show it to 2 friends. Like, see, it works. And then, like a chain letter, because you showed it to them, they have to show it to 1 friend. And then, it works. See, that's how you go viral, Tell. You just chain letter that crap.
I guess so.
Everyone loved chain letters.
I think they hated them, actually.
And, I mean, if you don't do it, I guess that means you're cursed. You're cursed. You want to know what you're cursed with? Every time you go to sleep, you'll wake up and see my face. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. I don't wish that upon myself. There's a reason there's not a single mirror in my room. I don't want to wake up and see myself. I'll die of a heart attack. It's like...
I don't think Achilles would allow that.
But yeah, so we will see you guys on Wednesday. We hope you have a blast. We hope you're ready for Halloween. You have your decorations ready to go. You got your spooky movie list ready. You got some popcorn, some caramel apples. What's another Halloween thing?
I mean, your costume for sure.
Yes, 'cause they're eating their costume. You have your pumpkin seeds nice and baked with some salt on it from the jack-o'-lanterns you're carving. And I guess if you're one of her ghouls, you're eating your costume. Who knew they were edible?
Some probably are.
Yeah, those aren't costumes. Those are called fetishes. But you guys have a great one. We will see you next time. Cyclone of Fright out. And remember, if you ain't a ghost or a goblin, you're probably a ghoul like her.